Sorry guys, I have to shift my notifications. Notification came through, interrupted the video. If you want to watch part 1, I'm gonna put the link in the comments so that this will be the main video I upload instead of part 1, because it was just like 17 minutes in. So that way you know where we were at. So anywho, I had just picked up the cards before I realized that, you know, we were dealing with interruption. So anywho, 5 of Swords, the masculine does tend to self-sabotage because there's this obstinacy and this has to happen, this union, this type of love. I want it to manifest, and therefore I won't give up on it until it does. So even if it's not meant to be, there's something here that's why the devil showed up. The masculine refuses to let go. All right, talk about the feminine. What do we need to know? What does the collective need to know about the feminine? These are so big. That's what she said. Okay. Anywho, focus. Oh, we got several. Let's do one at a time. So we've got the Princess of Staves in reverse. Oh, Princess of Sacred Circles upright. Okay. This is not good. Not good. Because they're still in a connection. But Princess of Staves in reverse makes me think the first thing that came to mind, and I have to say it, was unfaithful. I'm not saying the king is a saint. I'm not saying the masculine hasn't done anything. But in this particular connection, the first thing that came to mind with the Princess of Staves or Wands in reverse is somebody who's unfaithful. And Princess of Sacred Circles upright is that she's probably very beautiful, probably very sexy. This is somebody who really takes care of their appearance. They make sure that they wear nice clothes, they smell good, they look good. They probably have a nice body, but they're very oriented towards the physical. They're very focused on that. And therefore, you know, they're very focused on other people's physical appearance, very attracted to people who are physically attractive, even if they don't really have great qualities, if that makes sense. So let's go ahead and see. Clarify Princess of Staves in reverse. All right, we've got the High Priestess, the Star in reverse, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, and 5 of Cups upright. Oh. With the King of Wands. Okay. So, like I said, I figured the king hadn't been a saint. The king is showing up to her as the King of Wands upright. So, if he was in reverse, I would say that maybe he had been out doing things, but he's not showing up in reverse. But he is showing up to her as very attractive because she showed up as Queen of Wands in reverse, right? Now she's showing up as Princess of Wands in reverse. He's showing up as King of Wands upright. So he's probably just as attractive as she is. However, he may have a wandering eye in the sense that maybe he flirts with other people, because the King of Wands, you know, he can have a wandering eye. But it's created a lot of insecurity in her, or yeah, it's just caused an issue because she's showing up with the 5 of Cups and upright, showing a lot of grief, a lot of regret. With the High Priestess, though, she doesn't communicate that. So I'm not saying that this is an excuse, right? Because it's not. I'm not really sure yet what all the masculine has done. What I do know is that she's not communicating what she's upset about. She's probably very aggressive, very in this person's face all the time, but she won't communicate why. And I think it's because with the Star in reverse, she doesn't know how to be vulnerable. And to her, telling this masculine, you know, I'm a little insecure because you're so good looking and you're a little flirty, instead of addressing his behavior, she's just acting out. I don't know if she hopes that that would get him to stop, but it's kind of hard to make that connection without knowing why she's acting that way, you know? Either way, I do think she has issues being vulnerable. Nine of Pentacles in reverse, she actually doesn't want to be single. Now, keep in mind, it could be, I feel like I got that wrong. Nine of Pentacles in reverse, it's not about her not wanting to be single. It's about her not having the resources to be single. She is somebody who needs a masculine to take care of her. Maybe she doesn't have a job. Maybe she has, I don't know. I'm sure there's multiple reasons why someone would need financial support, but she needs financial support, so she can't be independent right now. And it causes her to stay in a connection where, like I said, on paper, they both look good. To everyone else, this looks like a great couple, but they're both miserable, which is really sad. So, let's see. Let's look at the masculine. Which honestly, I feel like the masculine is also very superficial because he's in this energy of it has to be her. And she's already showing up as someone who isn't really commitment material, but he's determined it's got to be her. So he's probably very focused on her physical appearance too. Tell me about the masculine. Okay, we're just going to get the card on the top. See? I knew it. Six of Sacred Circles upright with the moon. Yeah. So the masculine actually enjoys taking care of her financially. Because with the Six of Sacred Circles, this indicates an imbalance in finances. So this is probably somebody who's very successful. They do very well for themselves financially. And they enjoy, it's almost like they see her like a trophy. They enjoy the fact that they can buy somebody this attractive. Which, yeah, that's not love. Even though they feel like that's love, right? Which it's not. They clearly, we've seen it's not. But they believe it is. And with the moon card, there's a lot here that they're neither one of them are addressing. There's this like giant pink elephant in the room, and neither one of them are talking about it. Her because she needs his financial support, him because he likes owning her. Which is, yeah, that's pretty toxic. Clarify Six of Sacred Circles. Oh yeah, Ten of Swords, Seven of Wands in reverse, Death card, and the Empress. Oh, interesting. Okay. With the Hanged Heifer. So, what does this tell us? So there is, something is shifting. The Wheel of Fortune, remember, it came up for the masculine before, and I said I feel it's coming up for both, but more for the masculine. Possibly because he's a little bit more in control. He's the one that could leave if he wanted to, but he chooses not to. But with the Hanged Man, something is shifting here. He's not in the same state of mind he was before. He knows that this is not the love of his life. So the Two of Cups could indicate a choice in love. And then we have an Empress here, upright. So Hanged Man tells me he's seeing things from a different perspective. He's shifting the way he's seeing things. Ten of Swords. There's recognition that this connection is done. There's nothing more to gain. Seven of Wands in reverse. This masculine is no longer fighting for this connection. And the Death card. Transformation. Really deep soul level transformation. And the Empress. Now, it doesn't mean that there's an actual Empress. It could mean that this masculine has discovered, maybe through research, through spirituality, or some other means, they've discovered what their actual match would be. And they're realizing this isn't it. So Doesn't mean there's somebody else. It just means that they know this isn't the one. So they're willing to make some sacrifices. They're willing to change. Because they haven't been at their best either, right? Neither one of the people here in this connection have been at their best. Talk about the feminine. What does the collective need to know about the feminine? The Hermit in reverse. Ooh. With the Tower. That's intense. This is the second time this has come up for the feminine. This, by the way, is Scorpio energy. And this is Virgo energy. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I feel like the feminine hasn't really been going within. They're not really examining what they could improve, what they could change. They don't like their life. They don't enjoy this connection, but they're almost like grinning and bearing with it because it's their foundation, right? It's how they survive. But they're also not looking whether they could survive on their own. They're not looking for any alternative of whether they could be independent. They're not looking within on whether they, because I feel like there's a lot of blame. I'm not, like I said, the masculine is not at his best, right? But like maybe in her head, she sees the masculine like this really controlling, mean person, right? But she's not really acknowledging whether she has anything to do with how this is playing out. Not looking within. So the universe is going to give her a little bit of a wake-up call. I think this is for both of them. The masculine is getting a wake-up call, but he's showing up with the Death card, which means he's transforming. He's actually possibly doing the work, the inner work, whereas she is not. So where they are choosing to change and move forward, to her, that'll be a huge shock, and it won't be pleasant. Clarify the Hermit. We've got the Knight of Pentacles upright, the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, and the Emperor. Oh, yeah. With the Three of Wands in reverse. So she has no intention. This feminine has no intention of this connection changing. Three of Wands in reverse. She's not looking to get out of this connection. She might be having her fun on the side and staying silent about it, but she's not going to leave. Knight of Pentacles upright. She thinks we're going to be together for 15, 20 years. This is the perfect setup. She is somebody who was designed to be with somebody like this, is the way she feels. She's almost like a sugar baby, sugar daddy connection, sort of, in a way. But I feel like they're married, if that makes sense. So she's okay with somebody feeling like they own her, even if sometimes it makes her frustrated. She goes and cheats and does other things. And this masculine is moving past this idea that he has to own somebody. That, you know, women aren't objects, people aren't objects. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. If this masculine were to walk away, she would have no money. And he's already struggling, but he may get to the point where he's like, look, if I'm going to struggle, I at least want an equal. And I don't think they see each other as equals. Like, she may be more emotionally available in some ways. Well, I don't know. She showed up with lack of vulnerability too, right? But that was an example. So let's just say that, let's use that as an example. Let's say she was somebody who was emotionally available. Maybe he's not. But, so she sees him as lacking, whereas he may be more money savvy, more street smart, and he may look at her like she's not very intelligent because she's not. You see what I'm saying? They look at each other's flaws instead of looking at each other's strengths. So they do not see each other as equals, which is why the masculine keeps showing up as the Emperor, even if he is in reverse, and he wants an Empress, which is coming as a shock to her because she's like, we were fine. Why the change? Let's see. Tell me about the masculine. Tell me about the masculine. Tell me about the masculine. Ooh. The Star in reverse with the World. Okay, so this is what has changed. What has changed is the masculine once upon a time thought that this feminine was everything he ever wanted in the world. And in reverse, he's like, I was wrong. This isn't what I want. I thought that if I had this amount of money, which maybe now he doesn't have that, but at one time he had money and he thought, I just need to get me the hottest woman, the most this, that'll make me so happy. And he got her. And then he realized, you know what? This isn't all it's cracked up to be. So with the World card and the Death card that came out a while ago, Ten of Swords, he wants to end the cycle. He wants to change. Clarify the Star card. Good for him. Two of Wands in reverse. Oh, Queen of Swords in reverse. Ten of Wands in reverse. Wow, all reversals. With the Wheel of Fortune upright. Is it upright or reverse? I can never tell with this one. I can't tell. We're just gonna say it's upright. It feels upright. So there is an ending to the cycle. With the Two of Wands in reverse, this masculine doesn't even have the drive to keep working on this anymore. They don't feel the desire to do that. But Queen of Swords in reverse, and that did fall out when I was looking at this one. Remember the cards that I put back in? Queen of Swords in reverse was one of them, if I remember correctly. So this feminine not only struggles with vulnerability, but can also be quite cruel, especially probably when she's angry, or maybe not even when she's angry, because the Queen of Swords is cold. She's not opening up, but she can also be very cutting, very mean when she's speaking. So Ten of Wands in reverse, this masculine's like, you looked great. You looked amazing, but you're cruel and you're a burden that I want to drop. Ooh. Wow. So they're both, I think that they're both realizing a lot of things about themselves. Because I wouldn't say that the masculine is blaming her, because there's recognition. That's why the Death card is there. So there's recognition that he played a part in this playing out this way too. Let me see. Tell me about the feminine. What does the collective need to know? Seven of Staves in reverse. With the Ten of Cups upright. Okay, so this could go one of two ways. Either one, she's not fighting for this connection because she feels that he's, not going anywhere. Maybe he's just threatening her or something. Or two, she's not fighting for it because she's happy that he's letting go. One of the two. Let's see. Clarify Seven of Staves. The Hierophant upright. Six of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. With the King of Wands. This is interesting because I feel like they might have gotten married without a prenup. So that could be what the Seven of Wands in reverse is. He didn't defend his property. King of Wands, he might have been driven by lust. He might have been driven by how great she looked. So they might have gotten married without any protection of his assets. So with the Six of Pentacles, she's happy because she's like, look, you can leave, but you're going to have to pay alimony. You're going to have to be supporting me still, but I'll let you go. That's what it feels like. Let's see. Let's see if that's how it plays out. But if they didn't do any prenup, then yeah, most likely. Tell me about the masculine. What does the collective need to know about the masculine? Two of Staves in reverse. Oof. The Tower. Okay, so I don't think the masculine was thinking of that, which is surprising because they keep showing up as the Emperor. But it's almost like that didn't dawn on them. They didn't expect that from her, which is weird because if somebody allows you to own them, they're pretty much very money focused. Oh boy. So now he's sitting here like, wait a minute. Could I leave? How much would I have to pay? How much money would I lose? Clarify Two of Staves in reverse. Star in reverse. Five of Cups in reverse. Six of Wands upright. Oh boy. With the Ace of Wands upright. It's more of a shock to him because I think that she was really good at acting like she really wanted this person. Ace of Wands. At one time, he felt so desired by her, so wanted. And with the Star card in reverse, she's just confirming, wow, this really isn't what I want. There's regret. There's regret that he chose somebody like this. Because with the Six of Wands, he allowed this person to feed his ego, to make him feel like he was everything in the world. He put a ring on it, and now she's like, and now you owe me half your shit. Or alimony, you choose. That he did not expect that. Which is surprising, but yeah, he didn't expect that from her. Almost like he still had some inkling that she was, I don't know, not gonna do that. Which is kind of weird, but okay. Tell me about the feminine. What do we need to know about the feminine? Eight of Swords in reverse. With the King of Swords. So she's actually, remember when I said she might be happy because he's letting go? She is. Eight of Swords, she feels like she got out of jail. Because before, she had to have her little rendezvous very hush-hush. And now she's like, well, fine. Now I can be free. Now I'm not under this controlling person. Which she put herself there. So they're both, they're both responsible. Clarify Eight of Swords. Clarify Eight of Swords. Oh, that's a lot. We're putting these back. Ace of Swords in reverse. Page of Wands in reverse. One more. Page of Swords upright with the wheel. With the world. So, Ace of Swords in reverse. I think what's really interesting here is that I think that when the masculine came and told her, we should end this, let's end this connection. I think that the masculine might have been under the impression that the feminine was still in love with him, which was what caused that shock, because she's showing up here with the Ace of Swords in reverse, which means she had not been honest the whole time. Or maybe not the whole time, but she's not showing up as an honest person. Let's just put it that way. She did show up a while ago with the High Priestess, lots of secrets, very mysterious. Ace of Swords in reverse, she's not an honest person. So Page of Wands in reverse, she might have displayed the energy of somebody who was very worried about her future, very scared. She needed him. She was this, she was that. But the whole time she might have been collecting information on him to end the cycle. And she never saw him as somebody who was loving. King of Swords upright. She saw him as somebody calculating, cold, my way or the highway, dominating type of energy. So she's actually happy to be released. And it might have been what was holding him back the whole time was he thought she was in love with him. And now he's like, well, damn, you're telling me I just had to pay my way out? Let's see, what do we need to know about the masculine? But she's free now. Tell me about the masculine. What does the collective need to know about the masculine? God, these are so... Ooh. Okay. Prince of Swords in reverse. Uh-oh. Well, with the Two of Sacred Circles. Prince of Swords in reverse makes me feel, especially because this is a samurai, right? Which they were warriors who fought with a code of honor. In reverse, I'm going to say the warrior part is still there, but this is somebody who's taking their gloves off. Like, oh, okay, we're going to fight dirty. Oh, all right. Keep in mind, this is somebody who keeps showing up as the emperor, keeps showing up as kings. He may not be at his best, but he's got powerful energy. So, Two of Sacred Circles, let's see. Clarify Prince of Swords, because I feel like Strength card in reverse. Six of Swords in reverse. Okay, that's too much. We're not doing all that. One more, please. Six. High Priestess. With the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Interestingly enough, I think this is the way he sees her. Because remember, he showed up with the Strength card a while ago. He's been showing up with really strong cards. And she's the one that showed up with the High Priestess energy. So with the Strength card in reverse, he sees her as somebody who's weak. Six of Swords in reverse. He sees her as the only reason she can't move on is because she's got no money. High Priestess upright. And he knows that she's got secrets. So with the Prince of Swords in reverse, and remember when I said I feel like he's taking his gloves off? I have a feeling he suspected infidelity. He suspected. So right now he might be, I know that that's not what this card means, but this is the energy I'm getting. It's like he's putting on a show. He's going to put on a show. This feels like such, no wonder the devil came out. This feels like such a toxic couple. So she's been putting on a show, and now he's like, well, let's match that show. He's going to put on a show to distract her. He's either going to try and get her to confess something, or he's getting information out of her. Because see, he went from the King of Swords, now he's showing up as the Queen. But I still feel, yeah, look at this. This is still him. King of Wands. But the Queen of Swords, you see how giant she is compared to this island? This is somebody who definitely can see things from a bird's eye view. Maybe not spiritually, but definitely in the 3D. They can see where somebody's going way before that person even knew they were going there. As soon as that person shifted, they knew where they were going. So that means he knows. He may actually already know a lot of her secrets. And now he might be revealing them. He might reveal to her that he knew a lot more than she thought he did. So even without a prenup, he might still be able to protect himself. Let's see. Tell me about the feminine. What does the collective need to know about this feminine? Three of Staves in reverse. How did I know this was coming? Nine of Cups. I had a feeling. See, here we have a dancer in front of this, whole company of people who are in a banquet. I feel like she's going to try and reel him in again. Three of Wands. She's like, no, you know what? Let's not separate. Let's not separate. We can work this out. We can be happy together. Clarify Three of Staves. Oh my God. That card literally flew across the... Oh, no, it didn't. It was 2. And it flew under the desk. So I got it. I got it. Okay. So we've got the Fool card, 8 of Wands in reverse, and the Hermit upright. With the 3 of Swords. Oh, wow. So, she's going to act heartbroken. So remember when I said part of why the masculine never left is because he thought the feminine was still in love with him because she was playing that role, right? So now she's going to revert to that because she's going to realize why he was so lenient with her for so long. That's because he thought she was in love with him. So now she's going back to that role. But I'm in love with you. It's hurting me. I'm acting out because it's hurting me that you're leaving me out in the cold. You're walking away. You don't care that I am going to be without you. So she's turning on the, I don't think it's going to work, but she's turning on the feminine charm. She's turning on that Queen of Wands, Princess of Wands energy. Because now she realized that he knows he can defend himself, basically. If it ever came to court, he could defend himself. So she's making it seem like her happiness is with him. That's why she's, you know, acting a certain way. She doesn't want him to leave. Tell me about the masculine. This is such a couple. That's a toxic couple, I mean. 7 of Sacred Circles in reverse. With the, Ace of Sacred Circles. I figured. I knew it wouldn't work. 7 of Sacred Circles in reverse is this upright. This would be, you know, harvest time, bounty, abundance. In reverse, it means that he realizes that she's just good at draining his money, but she's never really good at helping him rebuild it or helping him get to a better place. There's no potential here. There's nothing to work on. Let's see, clarified 7 of Sacred Circles in reverse. Empress in reverse. Queen of Swords in reverse. And 5 of Pentacles in reverse. So remember when the Empress came out a while ago? And I said it doesn't have to be a person. It could just mean that he realizes what he wants, right? Well, the Empress is in reverse here. And he knows this is not who he wants. This is somebody who maybe on some level is an Empress, and that's why he thought they were his match. But it's an Empress in reverse, which is probably what he attracted because he showed up as an Emperor upright, but with the Chariot in reverse, which the Emperor drives, and with a lot of Kings in reverse. So he probably wasn't at his best. So of course it's going to attract somebody who's on a similar wavelength, right? The Empress in reverse is somebody who's vain, lazy. They expect things just to be handed to them. They use their feminine energy just to get people to be subservient to them, to do things for them. Queen of Swords in reverse, very cruel, sadistic even. 5 of Pentacles, and they don't have abundance. They have to take other people's abundance. 5 of Swords upright. And he realized, I literally got myself here. I ended up with someone like this because I chose this. So in a way, I think he is holding himself accountable. Because remember I said with the Death card upright, there's some acknowledgement that he played a role in this. And yeah, that's definitely, he's sitting here thinking, wow, this is what I got involved with. Because he was thinking with the junior masculine. Y'all know what his dick. Okay. Tell me about the feminine. Tell me about the feminine. What do we need to know about this feminine? Prince of Cups in reverse. Oh boy. I told you she's turning on that charm. Queen of Sacred Circles in reverse. I have a feeling because in this image, This would be a mother. I have a feeling she's trying to get pregnant, but it's in reverse, which means it's not for the right reasons, right? It's not because she wants to have a child and nurture the child and give it all her love. It's not, no. She wants to get pregnant because that'll give her more negotiation power with this masculine. Tell me about the Prince of Cups in reverse. She's definitely in her silver-tongued, seductive energy. She might even be writing poetry, because the Prince of Cups upright is somebody who's artistic, and they love love. In reverse, they use it to manipulate. Clarify Prince of Cups. Star in reverse. 5 of Wands in reverse. 2 of Swords upright. 7 of Cups upright. With the 9 of Cups in reverse. You know what's really interesting about this? Most people don't realize that art without soul is empty. She's not aware of that right now. Not aware at all. Because I think that she might be doing something artistic. I have the feeling, like maybe dedicating songs, writing a novel, something connected to this masculine. But the star is still in reverse. So she's still not being transparent. She's being performative, which is different. So with the 5 of Wands in reverse, it's not even a challenge to him, because it's not what he wants. 9 of Cups in reverse, it has no emotion attached to it. It has no actual, this is Pisces energy, which again is artistic. There's no connection to the soul in whatever it is she's doing. She's completely detached. 2 of Swords, she's detached from her heart. She's detached from her soul. And she's really confused about what true art is. I think that this is somebody who's seductive with their body. They're seductive with their actions. As in, somebody who gives the impression of, I want to get it on, that type of energy, But they're not good at seducing somebody's heart. This feminine is not good at seducing somebody's soul, because they do not have a connection to their own. Does that make sense? So I think this masculine is seeing right through this. Like, it's very easy for them to see what she's doing, because they're still showing upright. Like King of Swords, they can see it clearly. Okay, let's see. Last card. Tell me about the masculine. Last card for the masculine. Last card. Yep. 10 of Swords upright. It's over. KO. I said it. There he is again. So it's interesting that here the 10 of Swords is showing a ninja, right? Which means that she's probably going to see it like this ending just snuck up on her. She never saw it coming. She doesn't know what happened. She's going to start seeing him as cruel. He just doesn't care. He this, he that. But I mean, they both might have ended up in this type of karmic connection because they both needed to grow. But where he started growing, she didn't. And you can't just stay stagnant forever. Clarify 10 of Swords upright. We've got the Judgment in reverse. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. King of Wands upright. 6 of Cups in reverse. So with what's been transpiring, she actually kind of even killed the beautiful memories he did have of this connection. Even that's gone. With the Judgment in reverse, he does not want another go. He does not, like, do not pass go, do not collect $200, go straight to jail. I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at this. I'm just laughing at that expression, not at the situation. Judgment in reverse. He doesn't want another chance. He doesn't want to bring it back. Like, no, it's done. It's done. Let's let it go. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. He knows that he may struggle because I have a feeling she spent a lot of his money because I did say they were struggling financially, right? He knows he may struggle, but the difference is He's got King of Wands energy, King of Swords energy. He knows he can build it right back up. A true emperor and a true empress are never, they may be low on funds occasionally, but they can rebuild it because they have confidence. They have skills, knowledge that other people don't. So he's not worried about his money. He knows he's going to have to struggle a little bit, but he'll be fine. He'll figure it out. He'll make his life back to what it was at some point. All right, last card for the feminine. Last card for the feminine. Ace of Wands in reverse. With the Ace of Cups upright. Oh, Lord. So now she's like very much in her emotions. Very much. Wanting forgiveness. Wanting reconciliation. Trying to use sexual energy to pull him back in. Using everything that she knows to do to pull this masculine back in. Even though once she showed that she hadn't been authentic the whole time, the one king he did have consistently showing up upright was the King of Swords, which means he doesn't like liars. He may not have been at his best energy, but what he does not like are liars. He showed up as King and Queen of Swords upright twice. Well, King of Swords upright like 3 times and Queen of Swords upright once, which means he does not like a lack of authenticity. So once she showed her hand there and showed how inauthentic she had been, I think that kind of sealed the deal for him. Of course, that's just my opinion. That's me being over here opinionated. Clarify Ace of Wands up in reverse. We've got, yep, I told you, King of Swords upright, the heifer, the hanged heifer. One more for Ace of Wands in reverse. 3 of Wands in reverse, 9 of Wands upright. With the 10 of Pentacles, yeah. He's not giving her a goddamn thing. Because I think before, when he was being generous, that's how he ran out of so much money, right? He probably did want to give to her. He did want to spoil her, did want to do this. With the King of Swords, it's because he believed that she loved him. Because she was putting on such a great show. So whenever she got in her ego and let him know how inauthentic she had been, game over. It's game over. That was the only thing holding him back. Now she can pour all these tears out. She can pour all this emotion out, but it's not, he's showing up as King of Swords over and over and over because now he's cold. He's completely disconnected from her. With the Hanged Man, he sees things from a very different perspective now. In fact, it even shows somebody sacrificing a cow. I'm not calling her a cow, but she could be a heifer. Either way, he's willing to sacrifice his connection is what I'm trying to say. 3 of Wands in reverse, he sees no future here. There's nothing happening here. So he is ascending. I think that he is starting to see things from a much higher perspective because he did show up with transformation. The World showed up for him, which is a major arcana. It's Saturn helping him. Death card, Pluto helping him. The Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter helping him. Like all the heavyweights pulled in and he showed up upright with them. So he may not have been at his best, but I do think he's transforming. And with the 9 of Wands, he's guarded now with her. He knows to be careful, not let the sexual energy get him. So he's not. He's shown up as King of Swords, like uninterested, unbothered, disconnected, and not letting her in anymore. So, whew, this seems like a lesson in authenticity, ladies and gentlemen, because honestly, in some ways, they were a match, right? She showed up as Queen of Wands, King of Wands, Empress, Emperor. But her lack of authenticity, she didn't even examine whether she actually wanted this person. She just wanted his money. And he might have stayed and worked it out if she had really wanted him. So I think more than anything, this is a lesson in authenticity and being genuine, even in our imperfection, right? Because like I said, either one was at their best, but nobody is. Nobody starts off being the best, right? We have to work. We have to put the time in, effort and energy into healing. And if we meet somebody who's healing along with us and growing along with us, we can actually salvage a long connection, long-term connection. But if somebody's growing and the other person is not, and then as this person grows, truth, honesty, integrity becomes more important to them, and this person is completely displaying the lack of that, yeah, it's going to be a lost case. It's never going to go anywhere. So anyways, that was today's collective. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to support, please make sure to subscribe, comment, send stars, share, react. All of that helps my algorithm. And I love you guys. Bye-bye.